Hey folks, it's Abel, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. So I used to draw all the time, but then when the shop started, I kinda didn't do it for 3 years. Kinda quit all my hobbies for a hot minute there because I was just busy, and that's not great. So I figured last year that I was gonna start getting back into everything. I started bullet journaling again a little bit better. I started writing more, I started drawing more, and I wanted to go through some of that non-synesthesia art with you guys today, if you're interested. So this is my first little sketchbook tour of non-syn art, because I do that now. It's a little bit, this is a little bit older. I am not the most happy with this sketchbook, but there's a lot of stuff that I was playing with, and you know what, that's good. It's good to try. So let's begin. Now over here we have a little mermaid thing. It's a challenge where you draw mermaids every day in May. I did not finish it, surprise surprise, but I did give it a shot. And it starts off with this. I will warn you there's some tasteful nudity throughout the mermaids. That's fine. I assume it won't get demonetized, but you've been warned. This was the Galaxy prompt, which turned out really nice. I just bought a white gel pen, as you can see, and it was a game changer. I also have, this one was clouds, so I tried to go with like a cloudish situation for the hair, and then this one was water, and all mermaids are kind of a water situation, but I tried to go with like little water globes for the hair. Is it my best? No. Was it fun? Yeah. And then this one is probably the one I like the least. It was the plants prompt, and she's fine, but her arms are a little wanky and just not the best, but I'd also never done anatomy studies at this point, so you know what? Sometimes your arms are gonna be a little messed up. It's fine. I believe this was Chinese porcelain. I had like these weird little memories of these tiny porcelain masks that were around my house when I was little, and I tried to go off that, and I don't know if I nailed it. I'm not sure how I feel about this piece. It's not the one that makes me happiest, but I do like that I played with coloring a little bit. I went for a slightly flatter design as opposed to like the little more sketchy ones on the other mermaids, and I think that came out really nice. This one was bones. I don't think I nailed the prompt. I tried to do like a skeleton thing with the scales on the tail and a little bit of bones peeking out there. I just don't think I nailed it. It's not my fave, but you know what? I gave it a shot. What's her shoulder doing? I am begging you to tell me because I don't know. Oh, and after a couple mermaids I'm not happy with, we have this lady. I've never named her, but I draw her constantly in this sketchbook. She's amazing. I love her. Maybe we can give her a name. Please comment with what you think we should name her. She's my fave lady. Honestly, I kind of want to make a print of her because I'm in love. This was Bumblebee on Twitter. She did a draw this in your style of her OC Camilla, and I played around with it, and I'm really happy with the coloring on this. I thought it was really cute. I like the lining. I like that there's the little sketchiness, especially in this bow. I also really like the background because it's all acrylics through here, and you can just feel it. It feels so nice. It's good to touch, which makes it a good painting. I think this was like a tiefling Sona thing. I'm in my favorite dress. It's fine. It never got finished. Right about here is where it starts to take a turn for the lazy in this sketchbook. I was doing like full pieces every day and doing coloring on all of them. It fizzled out kind of quick. This is my OC Delphi. It turned out, the arms. What are the arms doing? I don't know how to attach limbs to torsos, so it's a struggle. It looks like we have another sketch of Delphi. I was trying to figure this out. It never turned into anything. But we do have Jiro from My Hero. She's my little gal. Honestly, I like the painting style in the shirt specifically. And you know what? For someone who had never done hand studies, not mad at that hand either. Then we have a little Todoroki. This is like, I draw Todoroki constantly, but I go back to this and compare all the time, and it makes me feel like I can really see the growth, which makes me really happy. I like the painting in the fire, I'll give it that. And I like that I tried. This is not a fave boy for me, but I do like that the attempt was made, and I tried my best. Someone asked me on Tumblr for an Aladdin Au of Izuku's mom and of All Might, and I was like, you know what? That sounds the exact amount of goofy that I'm interested in making, but I want to get the faces down a little bit so I could hopefully make it decent, and then I gave it a shot, and we have this, and you know what? I'd never in my life done a couples pose. I had never been great at clothing design. I'd never, there's a lot of things that I was trying for the first time in this, and you know what? It's not perfect, but you know what? That's alright. It doesn't need to be. I like her. And we got Momo, because I love my girl. Oh, this is probably one of my favorite pieces in this sketchbook. I'm going to be real. I'm still really proud of it. This is Magnus from the Adventure Zone and his little wooden duck. I don't know exactly what's up with this hand, but you know what? You don't always have to know what's up with the hand to love a piece. I don't know. It's just, I love how this came out. I like that there's no, like, proper lining. I think it came out very nice. I like the background. Everything about it makes me very happy. Not everything about this makes me very happy. This was supposed to be Sue from My Hero, and the face is a little haunted. I was trying something. I didn't love it. I do like how I shaded the folds in the clothing. I'll give it that. You know what? I like this section in particular. Love that. Think it turned out great. Some Umbrella Academy sketch for Bud. Oh, some slightly better Todorokis. Something I really recommend if it's something that helps you is I like to look at how other artists draw things. This is referenced from something that my friend Cactus, who I don't think ever finished this little work in progress that she sent me, this was referenced off one of her pieces. We've been friends since like middle school. I am in love with her stuff. She's always been amazing. So I used that as reference, and it helped me break it down a little bit better. This was the pre-looking at that attempt, and it's fine. I think the coloring eye is really cute, but this one right here, mwah. Her Instagram, if you're interested, is Mad Cactus Soda with underscores between the words. It's very good. I recommend it so much. Oh, and this, I lied, there's a little bit of sin art in here. This is She Keeps Me Warm by Mary Lambert. And that's a little me in 8th grade hearing a song by a lesbian for the first time. I cried. I cried a lot. It was really good. I was on a bus. I wept. It was amazing. I just wanted to do a little piece to commemorate that moment. Oh, and Tokoyami, another one of my favorites from this sketchbook. I just love what Dark Shadow's up to. I really just love that little face. And I love the texture through here. It feels like I should be able to feel it, but I can't, and that's a bummer. But I just, I love how it looks. It's so nice. Oh, and this was just some playing around with style for Uraraka. I ended up not sure how I felt about any of them, but, you know, that's alright. Oh, and another sin piece. It's Haruhi. It's a little girl. And Kiss Kiss Fall in Love in the background, because of course. I was gonna do this as a print and then decided that I didn't love it, but I keep coming back to it, and honestly, I really do like it after letting it sit for a minute. I think it wasn't what I thought it was going to be at the time, but I really like it, especially the dress. Like, that ribbon right there makes me so happy. Maybe I'll turn that into a print someday. Who's to say? More Jiro, because of course, I love that girl. Uraraka, this was done with just like some Stabilo, like fine point pens. They're so nice. I use them in my bullet journal. I think it was just what I had on hand that day. This is a Momo what never got finished. We're not gonna think about it too hard. And then my lady's back. I just like drawing her. She's so nice. I believe I was using Senshi stock for these poses, by the way. At least most of them. They're amazing. Follow them on Patreon and Twitter and DeviantArt. Just some little doodles. We've got Jiro, Uraraka, Denki, Mako from Soul Eater, and my tiny dog Joey. He's a good boy. He was walking through the living room and I was like, you know what? Joey deserves a little doodle too. Some OCs that go along with Delphi. There's Tom, Joshua, and Lex. I don't love these. These are not my fave. They don't make me happy. But you know what? I just need to do some little doodles, and that's alright. My girl's back. Also over here, it's very faint, but there's some little warm-ups. You're supposed to, the point of a warm-up is to just get your wrists moving, And as someone who has like pain through my forearm and in my wrist all the time, it's very good to do. I do not always do it, I'm gonna be honest, but just doing some like straight lines, some swirls, some little beans, that's supposed to help a bunch, and I haven't noticed a huge difference, but you know what, it's fine. And, oh, some more little warm-ups, and Taco. That's my little guy. I also just don't know how to attach hats to heads. They always float slightly above. I need to figure that out someday. That's a problem for another day, though. Oh, and this is over on Twitter if you want to read the whole thing, but it was just a little doodle I did of like how to support artists. Like financially, you can commission them, send them a tip, join the Patreon. Join my Patreon, there's a link in the description. And then just also like sharing their stuff is super helpful, but yeah, it's just a little doodle. This was just a sketch of Lex. I like this one a lot more than that other one. I didn't figure out the legs. I think I could figure out the legs now, but let's not think about it. Let's move on. Delphi. Better Delphi. Oh, this was so much better than the last one. I finally did my girl justice. Oh, this was cute. Sarah and I used to do little OC things, mostly based off goofs and gags about like, that's you, whenever we'd watch a show, and I decided to do our Soul Eater Sonas, and it was just very cute, and then here we are with the weapon. I was finally figuring out how to like understand poses a little better, and I'm very proud of that. I'm a bow. That's my weapon, Sona, and that's her. That's a Hansa Sona. It was a very cute time for us. I had just finally watched Soul Eater in the year 2019. It was so good. Some friends, my friend was drunk messaging me, telling me how she was gonna propose. She was so excited. It's very good. Some more warm-ups, and Delphi again, because she's just, oh, she's very good to draw. I haven't drawn her in a minute, but I love her. Some doodles of unnamed lady friend. We don't know who she is, but she's cute. I love her. Oh, this was gonna be something I made into a doodle for streams. I never ended up doing it, but it was just me, and then it was Sarah and Brooke and Jess. You know it's old because Brooke still had long hair. Aww. Another unnamed lady. I was just trying to figure out poses. I don't know what's up with this leg. I don't know what's up with that mouth. I don't know what's up with that eye. There's a lot going on here that really, let's just move on. We were watching Rookie starring Guhirang, and it was so good. And I cried every day, and we caught up on it, and then we had to wait for the weekly episodes, and it made us lose our minds because it was so good and we just wanted to watch it. It was so good that it made me bring out watercolors, which I hate. I hate using watercolors. I'm too impatient. But I brought them out for this. I love my girl. She's so good. This is the most important K-drama in the world. It's, oh, mwah. It's a historical, it's like a historical period piece. It's amazing. Oh, you gotta watch it. It's so, oh, please watch it. It's on Netflix. Oh, and that was supposed to be Taylor Swift. Not everything works, you know? This was just some pose playing. Why is that arm so ungodly long? I don't know. We have, I think that was going to be Aubrey Adventure Zone over here. And then again, Delphi, because that's my girl. It didn't turn out. I'm still figuring out the hang of profile view, but you know what? It's okay. The mouse and profile view are the biggest issue, I think. They're impossible. They make everybody look like little fish when I try to do it. It's a bad time. More Delphi playing around with different styles. I don't know what's happening here. Again with that specific arm pose. I don't know how to do it apparently. Oh, this is something that I love. I said before that I like to look at how other artists break things down, and this one was Rusite Critique from Tumblr, and they have amazing art. It's so good. And the way they draw lips and eyes specifically, I started trying to play with it. I can't nail it, but I really love it. I did some Alphons. This guy's a little He's a little dinky, but that's okay. Got an Olivier Armstrong, we've got Winry. I go through Full Metal phases 24/7. I just... Oh, but yeah, I love that style. The lips, especially, have really stuck with me as a way to figure them out, and I love it. Uh-oh, some Sarah. Don't know what this situation is. Carolyn Tuesday, that's my girl. I love that girl so much. And then we have a Todoroki, which is a significantly better Todoroki than the one earlier in here, and so that's great. Love that for me. Love that improvement. Oh, this was meant to be Lex and Joshua on their little coffee shop date. Again, I'm still not very good at profile view situations, especially full body, but you know what? It was cute. It worked, kinda. It is what it is. It's a picture. Sure is. A little self-portrait sketch, because lazy, and I just do self-portraits when I feel lazy about it. I think this is another Winry situation. I like, not to be, like, tooting my own horn, I like how this is outlined, if that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like the pencil lining on this was very smooth in the hair and face specifically. And you know what? I like that. Oh, this is when I first got my Prismacolors and didn't know what I was doing. I tried to use a colorless blender for everything because I thought that's what you were supposed to do. No, you just need to blend those pencils together. This was, again, I think this was gonna be Delphi, but I'm not super sure. I think it has her tattoos, so I think that was going to be her, but it never ended up getting finished, and I have pretty much abandoned it. Oh, this got abandoned too. This was like, I was going through a Hades Town situation. I could not stop listening to it, and I was really feeling Persephone, and I wanted to do some sort of like springtime lady in the woods, but it just, the face turned out so incorrect that I kind of left this. This isn't great. We don't need to talk about it. I don't know what was going on. We don't need to think about it too much. I think this was me playing around with eyes and lips a little bit more. This was not a filled sketchbook page. Whoops. Oh, Florence Welch. That's my wife. I love that woman so much. Did I give her face a little bit of uh-ohs? Yeah. Is that okay? Hope so. Oh, I think this was something I did while listening to Beautiful Ghost. I was trying to come up with a little scene, and I was maybe going to do the background, like, up in the sky, inspired by the Sin Art piece, and I don't know. I was going to do something with this, but it didn't happen. Which brings us to our very last one. It's Miss Dodie Clark. I love that girl. She's amazing. Her music's great. She's so cute. But yeah, that is my non-Sin sketchbook. I have some Sin sketchbooks, but those are all revealed in zines, so I don't really do tours of those. I have another full sketchbook. If you guys want to see that, let me know, because I don't actually know what you guys would like to see. I don't know if this non-Sin content appeals to you at all, but let me know. If you enjoy that, I can do another video sometime in the near future of the other sketchbook, and I mean, the third one's not too far from being done. I say that, I mean, like, it'll be done in another 2 months, but, you know, if you want to see that, let me know. Thank you for hanging out. There is a shop link down below. It's all Sin stuff, but, you know, it's what I do, normally speaking. I'm not super comfortable enough to do commissions with this kind of thing just yet, but I do have Sin commissions open at all times. There's also a couple prints available right now, and my Patreon is down below. There's a little good mix of both Sin and not Sin on Patreon, which is kind of fun. The balance is shifting over there a little bit. It's getting less of a 95-5 Sin to non-Sin, more of a like 80-20 now. But yeah, check that out if you're interested. All my social media is down there. Thank you so much for coming and watching this. I love you, and I will see you again soon.